Your team does not make it past 15 minutes with mine.
I've gone back 4. I know it's not as fashionable as it used to be. And I know Trent
You've
looks
gone
out
back
of...
3 and Alexander-Arnold playing right wing. But look,
I think it looks difficult because Trent's out of position, but I'll explain. So
I feel for Anderson already. He's going to pull a hammy in the first minute running that channel
right,
over.
wait there a minute,
Trent.
mate. Wait there. So what I'll do, I'll get my midfield in as well because that helps. So Cancelo, we both agreed, top footballer. He is going to dominate left side. That's fine. Van Dijk, I agree with you. If I had to play a game tomorrow, as much as he hasn't been great this year, I would still trust him more than most other defenders in the league. That's why he's made the list.
Completely agree.
I've gone for, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Is it Joachim? Joachim Anderson?
Yeah.
I think he is going to be a top 6 player soon. Next couple of seasons. He's a very good defender. His passing goes under the radar. I think he pings the ball.
That game against Arsenal, he pinged about 6, didn't he? Pinging them over, yeah.
He just continuously pings balls to Zaha all day.
I think as well, I'm not 100%, but I'm sure if you look at his stats this season, his defensive stats are top of the pile for both interceptions and clearances or something along those lines. Like, the stats back up, not just can he ping, but his stats back up the defensive side.
I'll have a look later,
so I completely agree with you.
But I've gone with Trent because I think...
Yeah, so Trent's playing right midfield, is he, alongside Kante?
No, that's just supposed to try and show that he's more pushed on because he offers so much going forward, in my opinion. And that is why Kante's in the side.
Just to allow Trent to go forward, you're basically having another person to fill in at right back.
Yeah, but Kante's a world-class centre defensive midfielder anyway, so I'm not losing 100%, anything.
Completely agree, but I was just playing devil's advocate in the sense that could you possibly not need a Kante if you had an actual fullback who could defend?
No, I like having a defensive midfielder in my side.
You like a proper anchor who just gets around and breaks up play.
Yeah, because all he's got to do here, Kante, is turn around and give the ball to De Bruyne and Eriksen, who are they're so good on the ball. It's incredible. So they'll...
Yeah, you're probably right. I got no complaints with Kante. He's one of my favourite players of the past 5 years.
And
yeah, I mean, if you're sending this team out tomorrow, he's probably not having his best game. But you obviously didn't understand the brief.
He's still got all the know-how, though, mate. You know,
he can't move. He's injured.
Right. We've ignored injuries. So moving forward, we've got De Bruyne. Speaks for herself. Probably the best player in the world at the moment. I think he's definitely up there in the top 3.
I actually, considering how good he is, he's actually slightly underrated. He never gets in the question for best in the world.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
And the guy, do you know what I think as well? You could put him anywhere on the pitch, and he'd still be the best player on the pitch. Anywhere. Anywhere at all he wanted.
Maybe not centre-half, but...
Still back him to have a good enough footballing brain to probably still run the game.
That's true, yeah.
He'd get the ball, he'd skip past people and just ping balls around.
I think the footballing intelligence in this centre midfield is incredible because I really rate Eriksen. He was excellent for Denmark against France as well the other day. So
Yeah.
Here, I've gone for Man City. Basically, they're the best team in the league by a mile, and I'm going to keep going with their players. So Silva, I think you've said it before, one of the most underrated footballers in the Premier League, probably in Europe.
The most underrated player in the world. For ability-wise, compared to how he's actually thought about.
Yeah, always making things happen alongside De Bruyne in the Man City team. I've also got Foden in there. I couldn't think of many more to put in. Could have gone for Son, I guess, but he's not been great this season.
I have a question.
Go on.
Are you worried about a lack of pace?
Yes.
Like, out-and-out pace.
Now I'm looking at my team, I'm worried about
not a player in there who is a speedster.
But we're going to...
So are you just planning on literally passing teams to death?
So this is in the mould of one of the best teams ever, Barcelona. From when they had Xavi, Iniesta. You don't need pace. Cause any team that plays against this team is going to be playing deep anyway. So,
yeah, you're right. I think you're right. I completely get you basically going with the Pep Barca, Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets sort of anchor.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, I think Bernardo Silva's the biggest advocate of you don't need blistering speed to cause absolute havoc.
He's so good.
Because we're turning a bit fanboy on him, but he is ridiculous.
I think he's
and I have no doubt this team's good.
Silva could get into any team in the world. He is 100%. Unlucky he plays in the same team as De Bruyne.
And he could not only play in any team in the world, he could play 6, 8, 7, 11, false 9, 10 in any team in the world. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
He could literally play anywhere across the midfield or front three. Maybe not as an actual striker, but you know what I mean. Like, he's done it for Man City.
I'm not sure I agree with the 6 show either, but
he's sat in as one of the two regularly with if Gundogan or someone wasn't around or Rodri wasn't around.
Yeah,
and you back him.
You do back him. Yeah. He's such a good
for Man City. They don't tackle. They don't need to tackle, do they?
No, they just have the ball so often, don't they?
Correct.
Up top, we've both gone for the same guy. I don't think you could pick anyone else at the moment. He is that good.
Good team.
I hate it.
I mean, it gets honestly, it gets pissed all over by mine. But I think you've done. I can't argue with anyone you've picked.
I don't think you piss all over me, Tank. There we go.
If anyone watches, please let us know whose team you think will win. Obviously, we're both going to be biased because we've picked them as our opinion. But just let Pelz know is this crap compared to mine.